Yes. And we are in a Fiat Punto 1.2, but this is a special one. This is a single speed variant, and that is because it is locked into second gear currently, due to this shitter snapping, which goes onto that shitter on the back of the gearbox, which results in, yes. So to fix it, I've acquired a new cable. Be careful because there's a few different ones, and this one seems to be the most expensive one. Some of them have metal ends on them, they're cheaper, but no, not in this case. So anyway, to fit this, I need to get underneath the shitter. And as I'm far too fat to fit under it otherwise, we've got it jacked up on our trusty trolley jack. Yes. Now I just need to make my way under here nice and carefully. All a mess now, I've got it on an axle stand as well. And then when we get underneath it, we can see that there's a plastic panel, and behind this, actually this looks like it's been off before because I haven't started pulling that off and some of the lugs aren't actually in. So I need to pull it off anyway, which is just as simple as sticking a screwdriver into it and levering it down and making sure things are unhooked. And then we can see the cables, and we can see that it is, in fact, in our case, this one is the one that's failed. So let's try and remove it in a nice and careful manner. So now that's removed, we need to take this out of here, which, if you see it's got lugs on it all the way around it, they need squeezing in as you push it through. Professional. Yes. Yes. So now we've got that bit out, we need to liberate it from that clip there. Yes. And then now we can see where the cable goes to on the back of the gearbox. That needs to come off there. That bit slides, I don't know if you can see, that bit slides, which then I think that is how you release it. And then once you've slid in that back, just grab it and it does pull off. As you can see, demonstrated beautifully. Yes. And that seems to have gone a bit brittle over time, so I'll just use the new cable to demonstrate where it's supposed to work. You've got this like a foreskin sort of thing that pulls back, and then as you can see, that makes that a smaller diameter so it can fit into the housing, which is like a C shape. So let's put the new one in. First we'll feed it in the general direction of where it's supposed to go. We'll confirm that it's routed correctly by going back underneath the vehicle and clipping it into its holder. It's pretty impossible to film, but that clips in using the method that I said about before. And this should just push on. Yes. And we are in fact almost done. Need to get that to push onto the, yes. And now, as you can tell, we have actually got activity from the gear selector. So let's clip this shitter back into place. Yes. And now we can sit back and admire the fact that we have got gears again. Before reassembling all this shit, which I didn't actually take apart. I think the AA or RAC or whoever took that apart, but let's put it back together anyway. Yes. But it still doesn't seem quite right, and I think I've sussed out why. If you look at this old one, there is adjustment on the end of here. And the way that works is, if you slide this bit towards the end of it against the spring pressure, then this bit should slide outwards, and it might not do. You might need to push on the back of this. You might need to push on these at the same time to release it, but then it is released. And then when it is in the right place, you just push that in and then it's locked again. And I think they come already in that position. So we want to put the gear stick in the middle. And if we look at the new one, it has actually got like a locking piece in there. And then that should lock in place. And that should feel a bit better. And that leaves us with a much more well-defined and positive gear changing experience. So that's how to change a gear selector cable on a Fiat Punto. I think that is us just about gone. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual shit, and I'll see you next time.